What's up, wonderful What to Players? It's Claire, and today we're going to be tackling the 27 upcoming PSVR games for 2019 and beyond. Arranged by their release dates, we start with Mini-Mech Mayhem. Known for their more fast-paced action titles, Future Lab slows down the tempo for this family-friendly VR game. Featuring colorful little mech buddies, guide them around the grid-based battlefield using flawless strategies and helpful power cards. A simple concept, but it's improved by a virtual hub that gathers all of your friends around an animated tabletop experience. Watch out for its release this first quarter.
Whatever, guys.
No, what are you doing?
No way. Oh, we did it, buddy. Yes.
Jupiter and Mars. If you loved Aquaman, then you might appreciate the neon seascapes of Tantalus's adventure puzzle game. Centered around the explorations of two dolphins, make use of their enhanced echolocation to navigate the Atlantic waters filled with legendary creatures and man-made architectural feats. Breathe new life into the seas this first quarter of 2019. Demo Reborn. With the success of their Rhythm series, Rearc looks back on their roots as they bring their first game to the virtual realm. Nope, not just a remake, Demo Reborn is a complete overhaul. From the mobile's tapping mechanics, this PSVR game comes with a lush world of new gameplay elements, voice acting, and cutscenes. Get lost in this new 3D scenery when it releases sometime this second quarter.
ここには秘密がたくさんありそう。お家に帰りたい。ティーモはどうして私にこんなに優しいの？
Everybody's Golf VR. Already a mainstay on the PS4, the game formerly called as Hot Shots Golf takes the golfing action to the VR. With immersive virtual world, your actual golf skills are on the test. Move your controller just like a real golf club, and with your full body, master the art of swing as you dive into the beautiful greens and bunkers. It's coming out this second
これ
quarter.
いけちゃうんじゃないですか。
そうです。もうグリーン近くになってますので、
ねえ。
もう狙えますね。
あれ
ん？
超えたかなあ、チップインバーディー
チップインバーディー入りました。
さすが見せますね
決めた。
Golem. This release from Highwire Games has been met with delay after it was announced back in 2015. A bit like a magical animus, Golem lets you explore the boundless, golem-filled imaginations of an injured, bedridden child. Optimized for the PSVR by a Halo and Destiny game designer, you get to control the ever-growing sentient rocks as they roam around the ancient cities. Still no definite release date, it's coming sometime in 2019.
If you want to block a sword that's coming in, you have to get your hand way up here.
Your skull.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so we really, you know, we had to try a lot of things to get people to play the game as if it was real.
Yeah, and what I love about it is that for the first time in a game, any game I've played, the sword.
Trover saves the universe. Known for the bizarro humor of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland and Squanch Games heads to the game world to share more of their absurdist comedy adventures. Offering the same kind of laughs as the popular TV series in a vibrant 3D environment, it's definitely a must-have for the true blue fans. Putting fun and irreverent laughter into the video game format, it's set to release sometime this 2019.
You have no idea how fucked things are because of your two stupid dogs.
We are the abstainers.
Holy shit, that's what the abstainers look like?
Why can't you just respect that I don't want to rotate my chair? I don't want to be jiggling around.
They look just like the guy who's got the dogs in his eyes causing all this trouble.
Shut the fuck up, Trover. No one needs to hear your commentary about everything.
Dreams. Sure, we all have a dream, but Media Molecule gathers all the best ones into one ever-tangible package. Creating a free space for you to jump in or make your own, this land of dreams is yours for the taking. Whether it's arts, films, or nature that you're into, there's probably one beautiful big-scale pocket universe for you. Making dreams come true Mario Maker style, it's coming out this 2019. Vacation Simulator. From a world of fantasy to something possible but equally improbable. The antithesis to the popular job simulator, Alchemy's Vacation Simulator puts you in the shoes of robots determined to game the classic tropical getaway in hilarious fashion. Job Simulator's more expansive and narrative-driven counterpart, it's due to come out sometime this 2019. Xing: The Land Beyond. This VR-exclusive puzzle game from White Lotus Interactive might not be doing too well in the market, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Crafted with love and a shoestring budget, Xing is a surprisingly rich and detailed title that's sure to draw you with its zen atmosphere. Receiving mostly positive reviews on the PC, this PSVR launch might be just a jumpstart they need. Unfortunately, no release date just yet.
Look at this. Look at this lighting. Oh my goodness.
I can only imagine what it would be like to be wearing that headset right now.
I mean, technically speaking, after the recording, you could walk over there and put it on. It's not like a forbidden fruit. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Ooh, getting a little clue here.
Visage. If there's one thing that VR does well, it's horror. Sad Square Studio attempts to make the best use of the platform in the haunting atmosphere of this survival horror game. Taking pages from Resident Evil's book, unravel their hidden terrors as you retrace the history of one haunted house. With not a lot of recent updates, there's sadly no release date on this one just yet. Classroom Aquatic. Play as the new fish or mammal in the vast oceans of diving school in this adorable simulation game. Aside from your cetacean classmates, this isn't your run-of-the-mill, as it lets you cheat, sabotage, and manipulate your way to be the top of the class. Ridiculous and fun. News about the release have unfortunately been scarce, and no release date has been announced. Oh, so what are you guys looking forward to for next month? Tell us in the comment section below. Oh, and all the links to all of these games mentioned are in the description box. If you want more of What to Play, then check out our gameplay channel, What to Play Live. It's in the top right corner over there. Godling. With most updates coming from way back 2015, there's also been radio silence from Solfar Studios for the longest time. But with its sweet-looking world built around the premise of playing a tiny god in a big world, it radiates a sense of scale and virtual reality that might be worth the brain space. No release date just yet. Starchild. Premiered in Oculus Rift last 2016, we might need to wait a bit more for this platformer's PlayStation entrance. A stark contrast to the usual VR titles, Starchild brings traditional side-scrolling to the platform, giving the 2D formula a more 3D twist. Giving updates last December, developers assure gamers they're still hard at work on the project. No release date just yet. The cooking game VR. Currently on Steam Early Access, Play Spirit Limited's VR serves up some gastronomic competition. Work on prepping those fast food dishes, work towards those high scores, and make sure you beat your rival chefs. Offering single player and an exciting PvP mode, it is a great PSVR edition, but sadly, no release date just yet.
Ready to roll.
Wow.
Enjoy your meal. In your face. Thank you.
Reborn, a samurai awakens. It's time to awaken your inner samurai in this frenetic action game from Geronimo Interactive. Taking place in a faraway future, this VR game tells of an improbable war packed with reanimated samurais, cyborg ninjas, and alien invaders. Originally slated to release in 2018, no new updates have come for it just yet. Legion Commander, a PlayStation VR exclusive. This card-based real-time strategy game takes you to a medieval fantasy world where you play as Commander amassing his growing army. Maneuver around the VR battlefield and crush your enemies with 9 different leaders and 38 unique units. A step towards Yu-Gi-Oh-like battles, it was set to release last year, but so far, no official date has been announced. Kill X. One of the first of its kind, this horror shooter offers next-level immersion. Not only with its impressive graphics, but also with its relatively new full navigational controls. Described as Brookhaven experiment with guns, pack your own firearm to protect yourself from the creepy creatures that lurk. No release date just yet. Although, Martin Paul Inc.'s VR tactical shooter is a lot like Valve's Counter-Strike. This online shooter lets you enter an online arena where you can play and pick on 3 game modes, including Search and Destroy, Free-for-All, and Domination. Just like any other online shooter, it has a competitive mode. Good news, it has crossplay. Bad news, there's no release date just yet. Ariel. They say in space no one can hear you scream. Sci-fi, horror, and VR meet once again in this first-person survival experience from nuclear fiction. Use your wits as you escape from Ariel, one of Uranus's moons, in an open-world journey filled with mysteries, monsters, and extraterrestrial brouhaha. No release date just yet. Gunship Battle2 VR. Currently one of Oculus's top-rated games, Joy City's action simulator puts you on the cockpit. Its episodic story mode lets you experience the life of a former ace pilot as he changes the fate of the world. Aside from that, its immersive VR cutscenes really makes you feel like you're in control. No release date just yet, but hopefully it comes out soon. Eden Tomorrow. A science fiction action adventure set in a strange alien land. Explore an otherworldly planet and search for answers after your mysterious crash. As a wanderer, survive from giant worms, flying creatures, and other creepy crawlies that lurk in every corner. There's not much details just yet, and the release date is still a blur. Soviet Lunapark VR. This fully immersive VR game from Mundfish takes you to a creepy theme park with unique locations. There are 4 major areas to take a look at in this VR game. Take down some zombies along the way or escape from a sunken storage filled with toxic gas. There's a lot to do in this strange game, but unfortunately no release date just yet. ROM extraction. The year is 2076 and you have the power to slow down time. This first-person shooter virtual reality game from First Contact Entertainment lets you play as an extractor in a mission to retrieve valuable alien data. Use the PS aim or move controllers to annihilate these extraterrestrial forces with finesse. No release date yet. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Wiping out the Nazis is the best thing about the Wolfenstein franchise. In this virtual reality game, Bethesda takes you once again to the heart of Nazi-controlled locations all around the world. Play as a young hacker controlling fire-breathing panzer Huns and other tanks just to kill these Nazis with their own creations. No release date yet. Blood and Truth. Become an action hero in this immersive PSVR first-person shooter where you rampage around the melting pot of modern-day London. Shape your character, make your own choices, and dive right into this rich action story. With Sony's PSVR, you can feel the vibrations of every shot you take. No release date just yet. Ghost Giant. A fantasy puzzle game where you team up with an adorable ghost giant as you try to keep your life together and explore hidden secrets around the time of Sancourt. From the studio behind Fae and Flipping Death comes an emotional journey about friendship, loneliness, and wonder. Unfortunately, there is no release date just yet. Falcon Age. There's plenty of virtual reality games around that focuses on avian creatures as your source of gameplay. Outer Loop Games' own take on this trend is a first-person single-player action adventure where you play as a hunter and his pet falcon. Help them reclaim their lost culture by exploration, fighting, and solving puzzles. No release date just yet. And those were the upcoming PSVR games of 2019 and beyond. If you love this video, then like it, share it, and subscribe it for you to become an official What to Player. So that's it for me. Bye guys. Claire out.